Welcome back to my Hardcore Iron Man. Let's start things off with a Hespori kill, new personal best. What will we get from you, you beautiful, beautiful tree? A dragon fruit tree seed. That is actually really good. I don't know what the chrono seeds are. As usual, I don't know what any of the seeds are, and it doesn't matter because I can't use them. But hey, this will be very useful at some Herblore level, or farming level, 81. Yeah, we're not too far, I guess. Looky here, 83 strength coming in any second now at these absolute monstrosities. I swear every Konar task I get assigned is jellies. It is the only task she ever wants to give me, but hey, they're not too bad actually. Got over 100k in alchemables so far. So I mentioned in the last part that I would really like to get 70 prayer and unlock piety, not just for Slayer, but also for the Western Province Elite Diary. So here we are killing some blue dragons to gather dragon bones, and I'm grabbing the dragon hide at the same time. So my method is I, go to the dragons, and then when I'm done with the trip, use the Artie cloak to go to the altar here, and we can pray at the altar to get our prayer back. Once we do that, teleport back to Falador and repeat the cycle. I'm not sure exactly how many dragons I can kill per hour, but I need about 1,800 dragon bones if I'm going to use them all at the Ectophontus to get up to 70 prayer. I don't think I'm going to grind this all out in one sitting, as that would take quite a long time. But so far we've got 30 dragon bones, and you might have noticed that I'm also picking up the dragon hide. I think it's pretty worth it since the trip back to the bank is not too long, and I only have to bring like 5 Karambwa on a trip if I'm doing it like this. So in the end, if we have 1,800 blue dragon hide in addition to the dragon bones, that is a lot of crafting XP that we can get, and a lot of money in alchemables that we'll have at the end. And we only need 71 crafting to make the blue dragon hide bodies, so we'll probably have that pretty soon as well. It's finally time to hit a very important level. Let's make this potion here, and there is 66 Herblore, which means we can make super defense potion that completes our whole set of supers. And yeah, it's the biggest milestone level I think we'll have for quite a long time, unless you count being able to, use our big stack of dwarf weeds and lantidimes as milestones. I guess ranging potions are pretty important, but the next big thing will be at 77 making staminas, and then 81 at brews, and then we can make super combats at 90, so pretty excited for all that. A lot of people say Herblore is the worst skill on Iron Man, but honestly the fact that it's so difficult to train makes it that much more satisfying to get levels. So I think it is time to take a break from going for 1,800 dragon bones. I wanted to just grind it all out at once in one grind, but then I did the math. I slowly realized it was going to take forever. I think that with my math I could gather about 60 dragon bones an hour, which means it would take like 30 hours to get all of those dragon bones, and I am not about that life. I would rather just get dragon bones through tasks and then get ensouled heads while doing Slayer for now. But since we did get 268 of them, I made them all into bone meal, and we're gonna go to the Ectophontus, turn it all into prayer XP, and hopefully we can get somewhat close to 60 prayer, because if I could just unlock chivalry, it'll still be a decent DPS boost, and it gives me defense when I've got that prayer on too, so it'll be nice to unlock that. Here's the last dragon bones we're going to be using. Unfortunately, there's no more room. I need to claim my titles, or my tokens from these guys. You can only have 1,000 at a time, which is kind of a pain, but there we go. We are 9,000 XP off of 60 prayer. Fortunately, we have a ton of ensouled heads in the bank, so I think we're going to go use as many of those as we can, and then we will definitely hit 60 prayer. Also, we just hit 1,600 total on the Hardcore Iron Man. Can't trade, can't die. Here we go. One more Dagonoth kill. Come on, baby. Slash the frick out of him. Oh, he's still alive, of course. And come on. No more zeros. Yeah, here we go. 60 prayer has been knocked out. We can now use the chivalry prayer, and of course we can wield blessed spirit shields since we're going to Corp in like 10 months, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, 60 prayer, we just have to unlock chivalry, so we got to do that. So I decided to use up all of those heads there, including the demon heads, which I had to use wizard mind bombs to boost for because they are 72. I also just realized I forgot to change my spellbook back to normal, but we got to 62 prayer. Pretty nice. And there is 72 farming, which means we can grow Calquat trees. I think those are the ones I've been waiting to plant. Those are the ones you plant in the Twibowanai village, I think. Yep. I think I actually have some poison ivy berries from farming contracts, so we'll be able to pay to protect those for a little while. Feels amazing, man. All 3 of my mahogany trees survived. Y'all ready for this XP drop? We're 10% into the level. Let's just run through. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, this is literally the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We went from 10% through the level to 61% through the level. Here we go, another Hespori kill. Let's get that bottomless compost bucket, please. It only gives you like twice the ultra compost. It's so worth it. It's the best reward of the entire game. Please, for the love of God. A magic seed is not bad, though. There it is, level 72 Slayer. We can now kill skeletal wyverns, which is such a good task. It's going to mean more bones for prayer. It's going to mean some amazing drops. I mean, wyverns have an incredible drop table, so I truly cannot wait to get these as a task, and I'm considering extending them, although I've heard that killing them with a dragon scimitar is pretty much the worst thing that's ever existed, so maybe I'll wait on that one. Another Herblore level coming in today, 67 Herblore, which means we can clean Lantodimes. We have 118 Lantodimes in the bag. It's going to be so satisfying to clean all these babies. Can't use them yet, but finally, if we decide to, you know, herb run some of these, we can actually clean them instead of keeping them grimy in the bank. There we go. We just gave Veliath our Rod of Evandus. That didn't sound right, but there's the innate of the Myrique done. Myrique, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Either way, we're going to do the vampire quest line for a couple of reasons. First up, I want 200 quest points so I can get another Slayer block, and I would like to get the Dragon's Medallion to have unlimited teleports to near the Theater of Blood. That's going to help a lot with the Buckets of Sand grind. I'll explain that a bit more later, though. There we go. Darkness of Hallowvale is done. Wasn't as bad as I remember it at all, and we get some really nice rewards. 7,000 Agility XP is the most notable, and the Tome of Experience, which I'm going to throw into Herblore 3 times, of course, because Herblore XP is hard to come by these days. And there we go. 6,000 free Herblore XP, and just one more quest to go until we get the Dragon's Medallion. A Taste of Hope, which hopefully won't be too hard. Alright, it's time for the final boss fight of A Taste of Hope. I'm pretty terrified, honestly. I don't remember what it's like doing this on my main. Hopefully these dudes and, you know, max melee and claws can come help me with it. There it is, finally complete. A Taste of Hope. We have the Tome of Experience V, who knows, all I know is it's 7,500 free Herblore XP, which is the best feeling in the world, and a Dragon's Medallion, which you can rub very sensually, and it will teleport you right here to this beautiful circle right next to a bank near the Theater of Blood. So it's a pretty good way to have unlimited banking charges until I get the 99 crafting cape, which should be in 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Years? I don't know. After a very, very stressful encounter with a minecart and almost losing my hardcore status, we are done with the Haunted Mine quest, which puts us at exactly 200 quest points, which is just enough to have another blocked slot on my Slayer block list. You know, that was very poorly worded. But we can also do the layer of Tarn Razalar, which is part of the Morytania medium diary, so we're gonna go do that now without a Slayer ring, which will be hell. And one more quest we had to do for the Dwarven diary, the Morytania medium diary. We have to complete Dwarf Cannon, which I didn't have done till I had 200 quest points because I am a good RuneScape player. Imbued Heart incoming from a Cave Horror Superior. Can you frickin' believe it? Right there, Imbued Heart on the ground, baby. Easy. Here's the last task. We need to finish up the easy and medium diaries to get a task from Maz. Does anybody know how to pronounce this? I don't. Let's see what he gives us. 57 Hobgoblins. Now that is hype as hell. So let's get our rewards. Alright, there's the medium Morytania diary complete. Got ourselves some beautiful XP to throw into Herblore. 2,500 plus 7,500 equals a lot of experience. And I actually kind of messed up with this diary. I thought it was going to give me double Mortmire Fungi when you get it in the swamp, but it turns out that is a reward from the hard diary, and we still need 70 prayer for the hard diary, but that's pretty much all we need, except for one more quest, which is, well, and the quest to get it, but still, we just need 70 prayers, 8 more prayer levels, and we'll finally be able to make all those super energy pots, and we'll get the Bone Crusher from the hard diary as well, which is pretty dang nice. There we go. King's Ransom is done. 33,000 defense XP. I didn't know you got that much. And a 5,000 XP reward lamp. Thank you for more Herblore XP. We've gotten so much Herblore XP today. It is insane, and now we can go do the Night's Ways training grounds, which I will try my hardest not to die on. I'm going to actually go prepare and gear up properly for this, and then we will unlock Chivalry, which is going to be a pretty decent DPS boost for us, I believe. I missed it a little bit, but there's 80,000 XP, 20,000 in each of these 4 stats, and now we have unlocked Chivalry and Piety. I mean, well, we could use Piety if we had 70 prayer, but we don't. But check that out. Chivalry, big boy stat boosts right there. Finally, that is long overdue. I think we're getting really close to 10 kill count here at the Hespori. Oh, we're at 8 right now. So 2 more and we'll be at 10. And the lootations we've acquired this time are, yes! Oh my god, that's amazing. White lily seeds. I think when you plant these in a flower patch, it makes all of the surrounding patches in the allotments protected. Like, they cannot die. So if I had snapegrass plants, for example, here in the farming guild, and I had also grown a white lily in the flower patch over here, the snapegrass would never die no matter what, which is really good. These seeds only come from the Hespori, I'm pretty sure, and as you can see, they are quite pricey for those main account players. Oh my god, I'm actually really excited to get these. I don't know where I'm going to use them, but I'm excited. Oh, how I love having yew trees, not only because they're so beautiful, but because they get big boy farming XP. 74 farming, which means we can now do Logavano fruit, I'm sure I butchered that, at the Tithe Farm, which means doing Tithe Farm is decently worth it now, because some of the rewards from Tithe Farm are really nice, like the seed box, saves you a bit of inventory space when you're doing tasks and such. It's more useful for Ultimate Iron Men, but could be decent if I'm doing Master Farmers or something like that. The Farmer's outfit I don't think is overall worth getting because of the time you spend getting it, but maybe we'll do some Tithe Farm sometime. I'm pretty sure I hate that minigame. So this is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about filling up a bunch of buckets for crafting training. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of people do this, so I'll just give a short explanation for those who don't already know. I have my house portal here in Yanil, so when I use the teleport outside of house, puts me right there. The sand pit is really close. Then I just pop the Dragon's Medallion to teleport to the Theater of Blood. And bank right here and repeat. It's a really quick way to bank buckets of sand. I think you can do around 2,000 per hour if you're being really efficient. I know I'm not as efficient as I can be because I don't have a rune pouch because I'm a pleb, but we have about 7,500 buckets of sand right now. And to use all the giant seaweed we have at the moment, I need about 18,000 buckets, and that is not quite enough to get me up to making a glory, so I'll probably have to gather around 25 to 30,000 buckets of sand to be able to make an amulet of glory. So I think we'll be working on that slowly over time. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing this all day every day because it's just gonna take forever. Anyways, I'm gonna end things off here, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more amazing hardcore Iron Man action like this bucket collecting right here in the future, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.